All right, today's episode of Peak and Biter is sponsored by Modelo. Just kidding. Anyway,
unless they want to send us some beer.
Right, free beer, free beer. So, the tub is on the frame now, and it still runs good. So hopefully it's opened up now, because again, before the catalytic converter on there, it felt like it was just choking the engine out. So, but luckily before we hit 2 inches of snow, what was it, Wednesday, right? Mm-hmm. It was warm enough that we were able to paint the inner fenders. Of course, we had to find decent one. We used the original one over there. This one was all rusted out, so we ended up finding the one on the side of the shop. Of course, see, there's a little piece that comes out here we have to cut off, because on the 1980 is a little bit different. But yeah, earlier when I ran it, power steering hose, I mean actually the thermostat housing gasket was leaking, but hopefully that's fixed now. New aluminum radiators in. What else? Gas tank's on now, so it's running off its own tank and everything else. So I mean, the brakes, Ezekiel helped me bleed out the brakes, which kept, you know, awesome brake whatever now. So still working on, I got the dash all in. Problem I got is the dash lights are not working. I did have like the running lights that's coming on, and then let's see if this still works. Reverse lights on? No? No?
Mm-mm.
So, oh, actually.
Yeah, another one.
All right, there you go. So, I still have some electrical problems. Radio does work again, except for the antenna's not hooked up. So it's going to take a little time to figure everything out. Found out that the seat base for the driver's side, it's toast. I end up welding some pieces underneath there just so I can mount it on there, so we can move it around. But yeah, it's pretty bad. That's $120 for that sheet of metal though. But I got all these parts and just slowly but surely putting it all back together. So next step is to
drive it.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I wouldn't mind. Transmission, like so I did add fluid and all that, so it actually goes in gear now. But start pulling apart the doors, because I need to take the door and the front fender to a place in town, try to get this reproduced. I mean, so I took it apart because it needs to be worked on well. It's toast. Just like everything else, they rigged it up. So, but luckily on the side of the shop, we had this door right here. So it's pretty decent. I didn't see any dents or anything. So we ended up sanding it down. Passenger side seems to be fine. So there's the two fenders. Windshield frame. I don't know what we're gonna do. I ended up pulling out the windshield, which they had glued in, which I don't know why you don't have to glue it in. Took me forever to cut that thing out, but I needed to see how that is. So I got another like windshield frame on the side of the shop that might cut out the metal and weld it in there. Because this one, same thing up on top, it's rusted out. But I did say the window or windshield, so should be able to use it again. But like I said, here's the fenders. We'll have to weld these up, the hose, because 1980 didn't have a hose on there or emblems. So the plan is we need to go and sand it all down again, prime it, paint it, undercoat underneath. That is passenger side seat bucket. It seems to be decent enough. Got some rust, so we'll have to prime it, paint it too, paint that. So I like to get all this prepared and then shoot it all at, you know, at the same time. So probably shoot it in here, hang it up from the ceiling. But so I mean, you heard it. It didn't really sound like it was leaking, so hopefully it's not the exhaust, you know. the donor gaskets, but it sounds pretty good. You like that?
Mm-hmm.
But what else? That's about it. I mean, again, I just main thing just the wiring. I got to figure it all out, make sure all the lights and everything work before I start putting up. Let's go light things back in. So here's all the door parts and all that. So that's about it. It was nice, but man, we had with 2 inches of snow, so it's been cold now. But I think that's it. Zachary said he thinks he'll paint the rims white, factory white. So it's your Scout too. There was a guy that was sandblasting them for like $100. Let's see. But again, I said, heavy the engine. I mean, it's runs and sounds good. So just a matter of start putting all the thinners and all that back on there. Put the hood back on. Oh yeah, the original hood's good. So of all the body parts, what's original going to be on there? It's going to be the hood, maybe the windshield frame, passenger door, and the top. Everything else is going to be replaced. So, I mean, is it a rebody or is it a total body? I don't know, but anyway. But that's about it. Happy ways.
Oh, yeah.
Slowly but surely. Hopefully the weather will cooperate. But anyway, cheers. Thanks for watching.